Suzuki likes to keep things simple for its buyers, and with the new S-Cross range, you get 17-inch alloys, keyless entry and start, blind spot monitoring roof rails, adaptive cruise control, heated seats, parking sensors. Upgrading adds part leather seats, a large pano roof, built-in sat-nav and a 360-degree parking camera. The level of safety equipment is good too, with automatic emergency braking, blind spot warning, lane keep assist and intervention, which you can also turn off permanently, and you've got plenty of airbags and traffic sign recognition. The energy generated by the battery is enough to sail off from starts smoothly and totally under electric power, but full electric power for long distances isn't possible. It brings with it better fuel economy, lower CO2 and only a little more weight. This 1.5 litre hybrid has 113 brake horsepower and a 0 to 100 km/h time of around 13 seconds. So it's not as quick as the 1.4 or its competition, but you can shuffle around town quite happily. Having the hybrid means that the energy generated by the battery is enough to sail off from starts smoothly and totally under electric power, but full electric power for long distances isn't possible. It brings with it better fuel economy, lower CO2 and only a little more weight. The new S-Cross has a completely new infotainment system and it's simply laid out. Built-in functions are logical and it comes with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto as standard. The Bluetooth connection takes a moment to sync up and audio quality is invariably better using the single USB port. Without the option of a wireless charger, you'll need to plug in your mobile to keep it charged on longer journeys. The adaptive cruise control works well and the safety systems are easily turned off using physical buttons to the right of the steering wheel. Although there is speed limit recognition, it's not linked to the cruise control. In the back, there are no extra air vents nor are there any USB ports, which is quite a major omission in a family car for 2023. The boot is adequate, it's smaller than a Qashqai's, and other than a movable boot floor and a 12-volt power port, it has no special features like hooks or dividers. Plenty of space for a dog or two on a day out though, and the cubbies on either side are great places to store muddy leads. One of the S-Cross's distinguishing features is the all-grip four-wheel drive. Suzuki is very proud of the fact that they can offer four-wheel drive with both manual and auto gearboxes. The soft suspension brings with it some body roll for a modern car, but that means it's unperturbed by bumpy roads. Ultimately, it's reasonably well damped and doesn't go floaty, so it's no real cause for complaint. At this time of year, it gets you thinking, and if you live in an area where snow and inclement weather is a real possibility in the winter and plan on using the S-Cross for light off-roading, then the all-wheel drive system offered can handle most simple tasks. There is a button on the centre console to switch between sport and automatic on 4x4 modes or lock it in four-wheel drive, but the difference between auto and sport is minimal. All versions come with 17-inch wheels, and when picking up the pace, the S-Cross can grumble a bit, so it's best to gently pull away as there can be a bit of a lag on the hybrid model at roundabouts. There's some wind and tyre noise at cruise on motorways, but the S-Cross is fairly long-geared and cruises best over 2000 RPM at around 100 km/h in 6th. The steering is feather light, which means it's great at parking in awkward city centre spots, but out in the open road it can feel a little loose. Push too hard and you'll hear all about it. Feather the throttle and keep it at a constant pace for the most piece. The 1.5 litre engine pulls along, if not too remarkably. It does take around 12 seconds to move from standstill. The suspension is soft, there's a little bit of body roll, but in general there's plenty of grip, and Suzuki's optional 4-wheel drive system sends power to the rear axle when it detects any slip, and you can lock it in the 4-wheel drive mode again if you're driving through extreme or inclement weather. The boot space is reasonable with around 430 litres available, but it's a lot less than the Qashqai and Peugeot's 3008. With the full hybrid, you'll lose a lot more space. Suzuki has won fans the world over, and it's mostly down to its customer care. Many of its loyal customer base return to the brand again and again, and this is mainly due to the respect that the brand shows them, and who doesn't want that Rolls-Royce experience when handing over their hard-earned, no matter what the price.